It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hello and welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, lords and ladies of the realm. Welcome back to the Torren Stark playthrough, in which we are going to play as more of a story-based playthrough and just the life of Torren, trying to keep him alive, trying to prevent him from getting burned by Aegon, and hopefully even making gains to conquer the Riverlands. That is the ultimate aim, and we'll see how we do. Not much going on beyond the wall at the moment, it would seem. I'll pop a link to my Wildling playthrough if you're interested in seeing a Wildling perspective. But in the meantime, we want to try and get an alliance with King Loren of the Rock, because he's the second largest Lord Paramount. So he will, in fact I know he might be the first, I'm not sure. But he's certainly who we want to ally ourselves with. Torren looking fairly good with 30k troops. Looks like there is a trial by combat in Sunspear. Prince Nymor himself doesn't have that many troops and only has the Crown of Dawn, but he does have 14 all round on all his stats, which is interesting. Blackwater Bay has been given to Orys, Aegon's half-brother, which is very cool, although at the moment he is getting 0 levy vassal as a result of it. My son is wounded but has just had a daughter. It's annoying that he's wounded because he's my master-at-arms. I do need to appoint a priest, so let's see who we can pop in position. And we're going to save up a little bit of cash in order to try and bribe Loren into this alliance. Aegon still at war with M.A.T.E and Harren the Black. 74% in favour in Harren and 75% against M.A.T.E. So it doesn't bode well for the Iron Isles. He moved his capital to Nettlemont, which wasn't a good move, and obviously Aegon has sieged it and burnt it to a crisp, and it looks like he's now sieging Volmark. King Torren, a great melee in the northern tradition is to be held in Widow's Watch. I urge you to come and take part and prove your prowess. Sure. We have got 100 personal combat skills, so we may well do fairly well. It seems that Lord Lawrence is investigating rumours of a plot. Okay, let's hope it goes well. Did not go well. That's not so great. But as long as no one died. The plot here we're not going to get any more support for to kill Aegon, and I want to save my money for the more important alliance with Loren. Still haven't got enough money yet to send him, so gonna have to save up a tad more. The early stages of the melee were chaotic and frenzied, and has left fields trampled and villages half torn down. Many have been forced to leave the battle either by injury or defeat. Many at your hand. Now you stand among the remaining warriors to begin the final melee. You and Torren sight each other amongst the battlefield and prepare to engage, so Torren has 15 skill, we should be fine against him. Let's go with speed, strike. And it's all... Oh, he actually rolled and escaped, but now he's at -5 because he's wounded and badly bruised. So let's go with speed again, strike, and I'm sure, yes, he has yielded. So the first victory for Torren. He has conceded defeat, we get 2 prestige for that, and now we're up against Lord Ronald Holt. 45, so a bit more of a match. Let's go with speed again. And we actually have to defend ourselves here. We're going to roll. We did get wounded and badly bruised, so that's going to diminish our martial, which is not great. But let's see if we can go back against him. And he has yielded, excellent. Okay, we got lucky there. That was very lucky, but pleasing. And we get a bit of gold, so we should have enough now to bribe Loren into this alliance. 135, and he will indeed accept an alliance with us. Perfect, that's going to make us a little bit more secure against Aegon. Lothar now faces me and realises we're struggling with a wound. He's looking at searching for any sign of weakness, but you stand resolutely ready to meet him. We're going to go with speed, probably. The wound won't stop me. Or no puny scratch will stop my might. Maybe let's attack with force. Go aggressive. Strike. And he has actually yielded. Lovely. Another 2 prestige. And now Garth Overton with 65 and is a skilled fighter, so this may well be our end. Let's go with force again. And he quickly countered. And we're going to have to yield. So, Garth Overton there did actually beat us, which is unfortunate. Melee lasted for many hours, and we actually did come in a reasonable position, so we've got a little bit of gold here. Loren has accepted the alliance, which is beautiful. Duskendale has sieged Blackwater Bay. That's embarrassing for us. Oh, Torren Stark is now known as the Warrior. That's nice. I like that. And our wound has healed up pretty quick, so we're now scarred. So that's not bad. Gives us a little bit more monthly prestige and doesn't give us the -1 to Ward Marshal. Gonna make him have a little bit of a thicker beard, I think. I would like to cancel the ambition to fall in love because we're at the age where it doesn't really matter. We're not going to have any more kids. We have 5, which is more than enough. So when we get the opportunity, we will change that. Another melee in Sea Dragon Point we could do. Aegon at the moment has Dragonstone, Shipbreaker, Brave, but doesn't have the Stormlands. I don't understand who's in charge of the Stormlands, or if he just destroyed the title, possibly. But no one is Lord Paramount of the Stormlands, from what I can see. Interesting. Let's go and do this tourney. We can imprison the Lord Morgan of Bear Island, but we won't. We'll just ask him to stop. Check that there's no plots against us, but I don't think there should be. Good, you've stopped. The early stages, and we're through. So we're now up against Harren Ironsmith, which is a great name. He's got 40 skill. Let's go with speed. And hopefully he'll... Oh no, he did a roll, I think. But didn't get wounded, so he got lucky there. And he has done another roll and got wounded. Force, strike, all over. And he yields finally, so victory is ours against Harren Ironsmith. Well fought. He's nursing his injuries. Corin Forrester is up next with -5. He should be an easy fight for us. Attack with force, strike, all over, yield. Beautiful. Nice and efficient there. And Desmond. Now, what's Desmond's skill? 70, so he's the highest we've faced, I think, so far. Let's go with speed, strike. Hopefully he'll yield. He does actually yield straight away, so we got away from that quite luckily. That's 10 prestige against him. You want to join me? You're pretty good at martial, to be fair. I kind of probably could do with some martials. Yeah, I think we're going to invite you in. I'll get rid of the 10 martial and bring you in. It is 50 gold, which will put me in debt for a brief moment, but I think we can deal with that. Let's also get rid of Lord Roose. Oh, not Lord Roose, Rodwell. With 12, it's just not going to cut it, really. And Rickon can have it. Lord Ridge of Ironrath, 105. Yikes. He's got the Forester Greatsword, which is a greatsword passed down the generations of House Forester. A strong and fine blade, which is valuable to the Foresters and coveted by their historical rivals, the Whitehills. Very cool. It's not a Valyrian steel sword, though, just to note. So he's a skilled fighter and he's got that, which gets him to 105. Oh wow, we actually got a bit of diplomacy from this tournament as well. Well, that makes it worthwhile. Right. Oh god, we've got to defend ourselves. Let's roll. Oh, we got a wound. That's not good. Let's go for speed, strike, and hopefully he'll yield. He does yield. Excellent. So we won it. But we did get a wound and it's diminished my troop count, which is unfortunate. We actually won the whole tournament. Hooray! 10 gold and some prestige. Beautiful. Congratulations, Torren. You're doing pretty good in the fights. Lord Clay will ask you to stop. You're not going to be becoming my Master at Arms. Loren is at the moment peaceful with everyone, so that's good. Sea Dragon point melee of 8,000. Have you got 8,000 Northmen hurtling towards each other? Who doesn't like me that much at the moment? Last Hearth's okay. Dreadfort's a bit low. I'd like to try and increase the Dreadfort's relation, so let's pop Master Clay there. Is there anyone better? Brandon, yeah, 17, that's much better. Let's pop you in the Dreadfort instead. And see how that goes. Good, we're no longer ill, so that's perfect. That's going to help with the health. We are still wounded, which is a nuisance. The war is now 99% in favour of Aegon, so it looks like that is going to finally end. Troop count's okay, but I would like it to be a little bit better. Particularly when I know Aegon now will have the Iron Isles behind him as well, although a battered Iron Isles, to be fair. Moat Caitlin, under Rickon, looking good. Gen can imprison the Lord of Bear Island, but we won't be. He wants to kill my son. Yep, no, that's fine. What's going on in the Vale? Not an awful lot. He's still only 9, but he's got no martial or stewardship or anything else. We're going to fight in another melee. This time we're fighting Sir Wendell. We're just going to yield. Or do we bother rolling? No, I think we yield. We can't really afford to have any more damage done to us. I'm more concerned about this. Back down to 7%. So Harren has actually managed to fight back here. I wonder what he did. Did he take back Nettlemont? No, but he's obviously done something to warrant the big change in war score. He's taken Dragonstone. So that explains it. Aegon at the moment is in Pebbleton. So the two armies are probably far separated. And it's a game of who can siege quicker. I'm going to ask you to end your plot to replace the Spymaster. Lord Clay, can you also stop trying to kill people? Thank you. After many hours of intense battle, Master Clay's melee is finally over. Sadly, we didn't get particularly far in it, but we have already achieved our goal. And we have the cool nickname of being a warrior. I do want to try and get the troop count up a little bit, and hopefully some better relations with the Boltons will be doing that for us. I'm also very keen to get rid of the fall in love ambition, because it's not really going to do anything for us. Ice is such a great weapon. Prestige, martial, vassal opinion, and personal combat skill. So many modifiers. It's really, really good. And a very beautiful weapon in the show. Looks very nice. Harren. Oh, I feel like you don't have long left, my friend. He's also burnt, which is a shame. He has got a Dragonbone Whip, so he is able to tame dragons much more efficiently. My priest was cornered and beaten up, which is not good. He's not really that much weakened. Harren the Black hasn't been injured either, and is sadly an absolute beast, literally. Oh dear, so it's actually turned on us now. Is that because Harren surrendered? Yeah, Harren's actually now under Aegon, and he has in turn declared war against us. So, next episode we are going to have to try and deal with Aegon. At least we have our ally in the form of Loren. Oh, this doesn't bode so well. In which case then, do let me know in the comments, what way do you think will be best to try and combat him? Do we just avoid his army altogether, put our people in hiding, and just siege his lands as much as possible, avoiding him and his dragons? Do let me know in the comments. In the meantime, if you're enjoying the Torren playthrough, please do leave a like, comment with any hints, tips or pieces of lore that you wish to share, and subscribe for more content, plenty coming out of the channel, which hopefully you're all enjoying. And I will see you all in the next episode.